Fayetteville is one of those great places that is pretty good size, metropolitan area, and yet has maintained a hometown feeling.
Fayetteville is really what we call a true melting pot, and is reflected as the art expression that's here.
If you walk up and down Hay Street and on the other downtown streets, you see art galleries, and we are very proud of our arts community here.
We are growing and becoming a more dynamic community in so many ways. I think the Arts Council is a main engine to provide that, really being a force.
Art is the one thing that can make a community different from another. It's the art and the people who are the artists who give the community its flavor.
Fayetteville has always been a very unique place in terms of the diversity. But I think in the last couple of years we have had more events and more activities that really highlight that diversity.
I don't think you could come to any place in the country where you would see, maybe outside of New York City, a site like our International Folk Festival here. And it's not just the good food from so many countries, but the people and the pride they have for their home countries. And being a military community, it just increases our diversity even more.
The arts education program is so important. This program provides artistic residencies, assembly performances, and even artist workshops for all of the schools K-12. And the artists come from all over our state, all over the Southeast, the nation, and it provides our kids with a variety of art forms and experiences.
We can have great music right here in Fayetteville because we are wonderfully blessed to have an orchestra with capacity to provide that for us.
Or on typically a cold day, the day after Thanksgiving, creating something called a Dickens holiday, which is just in the spirit of things that if you've done your bit at the mall that day of post-Thanksgiving shopping, you come down here, and that's an event I think that maybe reminds us of our roots a little bit.
Whether it's 3D art, visual art, fine art, everyone brings something to the table. And Fayetteville's always been a community that's embraced the arts simply because you have so many people of different ethnicities and different cultures put together.
I don't know how, but there's a lot of artists here. What I like to paint is old buildings, and then of course, being in the military, I end up painting a lot of parachutes and jumpers and planes, things like that. The fourth Fridays, it brings folks down here, and they get to see the art, and even if they don't see the art, they get downtown, and it picks up the business in the area.
All right, fourth Friday, the fourth Friday of every month, downtown Fayetteville lights up. It's a beautiful thing to see Fayetteville coming back to life, and we love to be a part of it.
The Arts Council itself is in a restored building. I believe it used to be an old post office. And they're kind of the cornerstone of this revitalized downtown. And they started Fourth Friday, which is a museum crawl and an art gallery crawl. They brought all these people downtown to take a look at what was going on, not just within the arts community, but also within our downtown, where there used to be tumbling down buildings with broken out windows and street lamps that were broken and places being dark. It is now a thriving, bustling heart of the city that is host to people not only doing business down here, but living.
You have people who have been here for generations, you have people who are in and out with the deployment. And I think that the arts community and the cultural community at large provides a connection.
I really see the Arts Council corralling the great opportunities and bringing all of those together to put it on one platform for the community as well as the state of North Carolina to reflect.
And because I do see arts organizations from all over the state, I see how very blessed we are. The Department of Cultural Resources has just done a study that shows that the creative industry is huge in our state and brings in billions of dollars. Every artist who creates a piece of jewelry or a painting or a photograph or a sculpture or does something in the theater that they are contributing to the economy. We don't usually think of it that way. We think of it as being creative or artsy, but that is money exchange. That is part of our economy.
Arts are here for Fayetteville and for our community to grow and prosper. It lifts this community, and I don't know how you put a price tag on that.
I can always call on the Arts Council professionals to help me with a problem or to plan something. They're really great to step in and give support.
The Arts Council here in Fayetteville and Cumberland County provides the fabric that makes this community worth living in.
I consider it our lifeline.
I think the Arts Council is essential. The arts could really grow here in the next 10 to 20 years, and it could become even more obvious to people who are just passing through our community that the arts live here.
Art lives here.
Art lives here.
Art lives here.
El arte vive aquí con nosotros.
Art lives here.
Art lives here.
Art lives here.
Art lives here.
Art lives here.